Hi children, welcome to Annie's Learniverse tutorial.
The determined ugly duckling. Once upon a time, in a quaint little farmyard, a mother duck was excitedly waiting for her eggs to hatch. She had 6 eggs nestled in her nest, and soon, 5 of them cracked open to reveal fluffy, yellow ducklings. The last egg, however, was much larger and took longer to hatch. When it finally did, out came a duckling that looked very different from the others. He was larger, gray, and not nearly as cute and fluffy. The other ducklings immediately noticed and began to call him the ugly duckling. As days went by, the ugly duckling tried to fit in, but the other animals on the farm teased and bullied him. The chickens clucked rudely, the pigs snorted at him, and even his own siblings excluded him from their games. Feeling lonely and sad, the ugly duckling decided to leave the farm in search of a place where he belonged. He wandered through fields and forests, meeting different animals along the way. He asked them if he could stay with them, but they all turned him away because he looked so different. Despite the rejection, the ugly duckling was determined to find a place where he could be happy. One day, he came across a pond where a group of graceful white swans were swimming. The ugly duckling admired their beauty and elegance from afar. As he watched them, he felt an intense longing to be as graceful and beautiful as they were. Winter approached, and the ugly duckling had to endure harsh conditions, hiding in reeds and surviving on whatever he could find. When spring finally arrived, the ugly duckling felt stronger and more hopeful. He returned to the pond and saw the swans again. Summoning all his courage, he decided to approach them. To his surprise, the swans welcomed him warmly. As he bowed his head in gratitude, he caught a glimpse of his reflection in the water. He could hardly believe his eyes. He had grown into a magnificent swan. The ugly duckling was no longer ugly. He was now a beautiful swan, just like the ones he had admired. The swans told him that he had always been one of them and that he was never meant to stay on the farm. He had simply needed time to grow and become who he was meant to be. Overjoyed, the ugly duckling, now a beautiful swan, spread his wings and joined his new family. He had finally found where he belonged. The other animals who had once teased and shunned him could now only watch in awe as he soared gracefully across the sky. From that day forward, the swan lived happily, knowing that sometimes it takes patience and determination to find where you truly belong. And he never forgot the lesson he had learned. True beauty comes from within, and everyone has the potential to shine in their own time.